So DJI has been making drones for quite a while now, and while some of them have better cameras or longer battery life, the story is pretty much always the same. Except with this one. So right now you're watching footage from DJI's new drone, the Mavic Mini, and its best feature is right in the name. This thing is tiny, and it's so lightweight that it's barely even classified as a drone. My name is Hayato with Android Central, and let me tell you why that's such a big deal. 249 grams. That's the maximum weight for a drone before you have to register it with the FAA, which involves paying a small fee, handing over some personal info, and carrying a drone ID card. It's also the exact weight of the Mavic Mini with a battery and microSD card installed, meaning you don't have to worry about any of that. You can just start flying it as soon as you take it out of the box. The Mavic Mini shoots at 2.7K at 25 or 30 FPS, or you can drop down to 1080p to double the frame rate. Yeah, it'd be great if it shot native 4K video, but the footage still upscales nicely, and I'm willing to bet you probably didn't notice anyway. When it's not in use, the Mavic Mini folds down to be super compact, and that's important because if your drone isn't easy to bring along, you're not going to, and at that point, why buy it in the first place? The controller for the Mavic Mini is small too. It uses your phone as a display with built-in clamps and a USB connector, and the thumbsticks twist off and tuck into their own little compartments so you don't lose them. There's also a built-in speaker that makes it easy to know when you've turned the controller on or off, and the shoulder buttons let you switch between photo and video modes. Now, DJI made another new app for the Mavic Mini, but it's actually pretty decent. Any of the more complicated actions that can't be handled on the controller itself are done here, like the various quickshot modes. Yeah, they're really called that. And you can pull up a map that shows you exactly where it's okay to fly the Mavic Mini, and more importantly, where it's not okay. See, the Mavic Mini's lightweight lets you get around some of the FAA's regulations, but it doesn't mean you're totally off the hook. Flying near airports is still a big no, and you shouldn't fly any drone over large groups of people or cars for obvious reasons. Local events can also trigger temporarily restricted fly zones. I've had the Mavic Mini straight up refuse to take off anywhere near the city when there was a football game downtown, so check the app before you head out to fly. DJI updates it constantly, and you can even see future blackout dates for your area. So DJI sent over the Flymore Combo Kit, which costs an extra $100, but trust me, you should definitely consider it. The kit comes with 2 extra batteries and a 3 battery charging hub, which would normally run you about $130 altogether, and you get a great quality carrying case for everything. You also get spare propellers and a big plastic guard, which are nice inclusions, but attaching that propeller guard to the Mavic Mini puts it right back into that 250 gram weight class, and it also makes packing a bit harder, so I never once used it. Luckily, the Mavic Mini has some built-in object avoidance to protect it without any extra hardware. It isn't quite as good as on DJI's higher-end drones, but it's enough that you don't really have to worry about it. You also don't need to worry about battery life all that much, since the Mavic Mini lasts for about half an hour per battery, which is about twice as long as on the Spark. Now, heavy wind can knock a few minutes off of that average, but it's still totally fine. I'm more worried about the controller, which seems to be running low almost every time I pull it out of my bag. You can charge it with a power bank or even that battery case from the Flymore kit, but there's something else that really drives me nuts here. Every part of the Mavic Mini kit uses micro USB. But despite that, I love flying with the Mavic Mini. The image is softer than DJI's more expensive drones, of course, but it's still more than good enough to use in vlogs and even for B-roll, and more importantly, it's convenient enough that you can just leave it in your bag and take it out when you feel like getting some aerial footage, and honestly, for $400, if you think you'll even get a little bit of use out of the Mavic Mini, I say go ahead and buy it. It's a great first drone, or even a good secondary if you just need something more portable than the Phantom or Mavic Pro, and it's a hell of a lot of fun. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. You can also read my full thoughts on the Mavic Mini over at AndroidCentral.com, and check out some of our other videos like this Razer hands-on from last week in LA. Thanks again for watching. See you next time.